Sonic 8474 signing back in. And guess what I bought also today? In a comic book from Forbidden Planet. I also bought this from Forbidden Planet. Not just the chess game, but these comic books. This one is called Sonic the Hedgehog comic. It's really awesome. I could delve into this. It's okay. I think they kind of run some ideas down a bit, you know. But it was an okay comic. It was really interesting seeing the fact that they put Sally on instead of Amy Rose in the story. And pretty much Silver is really not as good as the one online comic. I find Silver's story was lacking. It was much deeper in the UK comic, because I mean it was really down to earth. The Iblis Trigger is supersonic. Yeah, in the UK comic, because he is the Iblis Trigger, because he set fire to the planet. So just letting you know why they confused the Iblis Trigger in Sonic 06 to the UK comic. It's pretty much a comic book. And so let me tell you why it's a comic book. Look at this, right? It's American comic book, and they put Despicable Me on the front. And I don't know why, but as you progress through the comic book, these issues, it's like, you know, comic book. This one's called Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's got an A for ArchieComics.com. So I think you can put that on the site and have a look on the site. So I don't know if the UK can, but I'm gonna see if it is possible. Also, there's another one called Sonic Universe. Now, I never picked up the Sonic Universe before. It looks really deep, and I really like this story. I think this one was a little bit better than Silver's story. I'm not fussed on Scorch the Hedgehog, but I really didn't mind it for what it was. You know, because I thought they made up with it, you know. It's really deep, though, in some ways. I mean, he even put violence in it. I mean, in the comic book. And it's like a kiddie sort of violence. It's like they're trying to imprison these characters, and they're in prison. And like, as soon as you progress through it, you'll notice some characters look... It's like a look-alike of Nicole and Amy Rose, even though it's not really them. There's even one that personates Rouge. And there's Mega Man advertised as well. I don't know why, but oh well, I guess there's something Nintendo supported with it. And my personal favourite comic book of all the comics. This was a true story based on the video game and the Saturday morning cartoon Sonic the Hedgehog. It was based on both on this one, because it's the modern Sonic, but it's like, you know, it's based in history time. I really like it. It's even licensed by Sega. Sega profited them to make this. Sega really did a pretty good job of teaming up with Archie Comics, because Saturday morning was their last hope, wasn't it? And and it says 20th anniversary. If you really want to get these online to get the full collection, I really recommend you do. It looks really intense. Really intense. And literally on the other side it's like advertising Sonic the Hedgehog online. You know, like comic book wise. And the comic is going into Sally and stuff. I really like this comic book. I did have a comic book, but I'm not sure where that went. But this is good. I had free Sonic the Hedgehog Archives comic as well, which when you go like that, like if you went like this, I'm not going to describe it, it would rip. But with the comic books, the other ones, they are tinier, but they are worth the money because they won't rip, they won't get damaged. It's like, you know, when you laminate something, you prevent it from ripping. It's like that. Pretty much. Yeah, so, what did I got to say, I know it cannot be said enough. that day. What did I think of this? What did I think of this? Awesome! I've never seen a collection like this. I've never seen one like this. I was like, oh God, I gotta pick this up. I gotta pick it up. It was so nice to have a Sonic the Hedgehog chest. It contains one chessboard, 52 figures, one manual, in heart pursuing. Oh, that's saying different languages. Sorry. Sorry if that was racist. Please keep this information for further reference. Made in China. Yeah, I guess they assumed that it was made in China. Not suitable for children under 3 years. Contains small parts labeled to be swallowed. Well, that would be well too obvious, wouldn't it? Well.